So late last night, Valve dropped Counter-Strike 2's largest update yet with an 8.5GB content drop, featuring 5 new maps and obviously the highly anticipated map Train. After 3 years of waiting for its return, it's officially back in action, better than ever. But was it worth the wait? Earlier today, we broke down and showcased the update's biggest and most important changes, but we didn't discuss it all. From last night's blog post, we can also see that devs are getting ready to make way for new and returning modes, replace old maps, and even add pet skins. With it now being the first 24 hours of Train being released, bugs need to be fixed and optimization needs to take place. And we're also going to take a quick peek at what Train was originally supposed to look like during CS2's release. It's a lot different from what we see right now. Now, today's video, we're going to discuss all that alongside a bunch more. Now, today's video sponsor is SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a buying but most notably trading marketplace for all your Counter-Strike needs. SkinsMonkey offers a wide variety of skins. Once you find the item you want, hit trade for either items you currently have or for one of many deposit options. You can use my code MANDO for up to a free $5 alongside a 35% deposit bonus. And with their large selection of skins, SkinsMonkey also offers daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways. If interested, the link will be in the description down below. Now, firstly, for today's video is a quick review of Train, the update, and of course performance. Train at a first glance and also first hopping into a game, well, it's great. It looks and feels amazing, but it's definitely going to take some time getting used to while on CS2 versus CSGO. Some big rooms and places are officially gone, such as Pop Dog. Now, old Train and old bomb site near A is officially gone. That's all one area, or at least it's semi-closed off. Heaven on A site has completely been removed. B site feels much larger than it did in CSGO and really any other version prior, but has also had quite a few change-ups. Right now, I think it's really too early to give the map a really good review, but I think we'll get a way better understanding of how the map plays once we see it play professionally, much more matchmaking, that being in a month or so's time. But for now, I gotta say the map's great. And I also will mention, because this map has only just been released, doesn't matter if it's a map, mode, or a big content drop, Valve can and always will change up, well, how it's played. For all we know, in 6 months to a year's time, when especially this map could be starting to be played professionally, Heaven couldn't be opened up, certain doors can't be replaced, make things more wall-bangable, so on and so forward. Now, the rain on the map, I gotta say, in theory and concept, it seems really cool, but it also feels like this will get very boring and very annoying very quickly. But what do you guys think about the rain down below? Now, FPS on all the new maps, especially Train, is very trash. I'm getting 180 to 200 FPS on a 4080. Meanwhile, I'm getting 300 to 400 at the very least on pretty much every other map. The map as it stands right now needs much more optimization with FPS, but also bugs. Now, Train cart seems to stop players from walking forward, but it also stops bullets. This also needs to be fixed, hopefully in the next update, possibly this afternoon. If you're standing behind one of these train carts, they're pretty much just gonna eat your bullets. The most notorious one and the most popular one right now is on B site. I believe it's the oil train. Now, Easter eggs on Train showcase that old maps will return soon, such as Bank, Cobblestone, Cache, Assault, and most players can't right now seem to 100% agree of what this would mean for all the maps right now. But for what I do know is Valve is 100% keeping Train in the game, and like the MVP maps, Valve is going to remove these new maps that just got added to the game because they're community maps, probably within the next few months when the next major port of an old map is here, or maybe just a remake, such as Mirage. And one of the last major things I want to mention about Train actually brings us to a post from Austin CS2. Now, he said that he has an early development version of Train that was found in the game files. He said this one has more of a similar layout to the CSGO version, and I gotta say, this is what I think a lot of people were expecting, including myself, of what Train was gonna look like inside the Source 2 engine. It looks close and very similar to CSGO, but it also looks different enough to the point it feels justified to have a different version of the map, where it's completely redone. The map is a whole lot more sunny, it's not raining, there's less fog on the map, and it just looks very different. Now, compared to what we have inside CS2 right now, do you guys wish we had this version versus the one that rains? Obviously, it is unfinished, but I'm assuming devs scrapped this very early on, somewhere in development, most likely to make the map just a little less CT-sided. Now, according to Game Follower, Datamine suggests that CS2's latest update shows us that pet skins are going to be a future cosmetic, and we can also see in Datamines that the retake game mode from CSGO was also found in the game files for Train. So could we see that return soon, or was that just a reused asset for some sort of new warm-up mode for CS2? And speaking of warm-up, Valve added a new warm-up mode for all the new maps where it teaches you the basics of how to throw certain util and also just play the map. So I gotta say, this is pretty awesome for new and even returning players. Valve also included in this update several quality of life improvements that I didn't really touch on too much last night, where molly effects don't hurt your FPS as much. The grenade camera preview now shows you the result of a jump throw. There's a new setting for the radar to help better bleed into the background of the map. And of course, the devs made some major adjustments to all the maps, but Overpass seems to be the one that the devs are most interested in. You see, Overpass was removed and replaced with Dust 2 earlier this year with the On the Other Hand update when Dust 2 was brought back. But with all the recent work on Overpass, especially with the work before CS2 even came out when it was ported to the game, it looked better than ever, and a lot of people actually enjoyed it, especially versus CSGO because it looked so much better. I think it's very possible that Overpass could be brought back to the competitive map pool for 2025. And speaking of Overpass, there was recently a bug with this most recent update where it pretty much removed all of the water, and a CS dev have just stated that was an accident and should be brought back shortly. And one of the last things I want to mention is, of course, damage prediction. This is a good setting in theory to have on, and when it works great, showcasing next to zero lag when you're playing the game. But when you do lag, lag as stated, it breaks the game. This shows you that when you hit an enemy for a kill shot, when you're lagging or there's something wrong with the servers, nothing really happened and you're just gonna end up dead. It's gonna pretty much trick you. Now, for most players, I think you should just turn this off by default. I don't think you should have it on, but if you're very experimental and have very good internet, and of course trust that Valve servers won't mess you over, I'd say leave it on. Over time, as CS2 gets better with performance, optimization, and just settings like this, I could very well see this setting just becoming more of a staple of the Counter-Strike franchise, but also just CS2. Now let me know what you guys think down below of last night's update. Did you guys enjoy it? Are you guys liking Train? How do you feel about the dynamic weather? Because I don't really know how I feel about the rain. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay positive, sexy. I'm out, guys. Peace.